Yesterday, the Supreme Court overturned a judge's decision to block the deportation of men allegedly members of a Venezuelan gang to a brutal prison in El Salvador. Now, this means the administration can continue deportations under the Alien Enemies Act, but the ruling makes it very clear that the detainees must be given due legal process before making the decision to deport them. Now, the White House is making it like it's a big win for them. They just got checked, okay? They got checked. I mean, someone is paying attention, which is what we've been saying needs to happen. So go ahead.
You know, it is somewhat of a win because this act, this Aliens Act, is an act in 1800 that usually is used during war time. And it was used, we have to remember, it has such a stain on history because it was used to intern Japanese citizens here in the United States. And so anything, you know, it may feel like a win, but the fact that they're even recognizing that the executive branch has the power to do something like that under that act makes me feel squeamish. And the other thing is, you know, this is a shadow docket of the Supreme Court. This is a case that needed to go before the entire Supreme Court. There needed to be briefing, there needed to be arguments, there needed to be representation so that we had much more clarity than this sort of what they're called a procurium, you know, 4-page opinions by the Supreme Court justice. But what I will say is something that Susan Rice said, and I think we have a clip. This is not necessarily a win for the American people. But actually, I'm sorry, we have a clip from Trump who basically says, well, look what he says.
So back to El Salvador, the president there said he would be willing to take American citizens in the federal prison population. Is that one of the ideas you're going to be discussing?
Well, I love that. If we could take some of our 20-time wise guys that push people into subways and that hit people over the back of the head and that purposely run people over in cars, if he would take them, I'd be honored to give them. I don't know what the law says on that, but I can't imagine the law would say anything different.
So what he's saying is people that are American citizens, even people that were born here, if they've committed a crime, he would like to send them to El Salvador, to this prison.
Okay, but let's talk about the first part of what you were saying. And I think there's a misunderstanding, and because of the White House, the way that they are projecting it. The Supreme Court did not rule that the Aliens and Sedition Act is legal for them to be using. What they didn't rule on the legal issues. What they ruled on was that the court that had issued the injunction that had stopped the deportation flights didn't have the jurisdiction to do that. I'm sure these legal issues are going to go back to the Supreme Court and be ruled on. The problem is...
They will be ruled on, but the problem is they sort of took a pass on a shadow docket and are going to allow...
they took a pass on it. They didn't rule it.
They're going to allow them to continue using it with the caveat that it's due process.
But let's be precise that they didn't rule that the Aliens and Sedition Act is
Alien
legal.
Enemies Act.
They have to... What the problem is, though, that they're not addressing the fact that there's 238 men in the worst hellhole in the Western Hemisphere.
They know.
And that 75% of them have been found by CBS 60 Minutes to not have any criminal records. Of the 22% that do have records, it's for non-violent offenses. So when Trump says they're terrorists, they're monsters, he is lying. He is absolutely making it up. And shame on the Supreme Court for not having made sure that Salvadorian father, who they admitted was a mistake sending, was not brought back.
They should weigh in on that at some point, but I do think this is a victory in the right decision by the Supreme Court. Due process is what's key here. 97% of Americans believe that undocumented migrants who committed crimes in this country should be deported. That is a widely popular position, but they deserve their day in court. And so far, you say this every time we talk about this issue, show us the crime. Don't just tell us they're criminals. Literally just put out the White House should do this if they actually have the evidence, and we have yet to see that.
Yeah, and I think the fact that Justice Kavanaugh and Justice Sotomayor both said we all agree that due process is part of this.
And that's why, for me, it is a win for us because it was being run over roughshod. And maybe it will put a little bit of a stopgap for the next group they try to get rid of.
I'm not sure about it.
Well, we won't know until we know.
Yeah, I'm
but
not sure.
thank goodness somebody is paying attention. I like the fact that they're awake. I just want people to be awake to what's going on. That's all I want.